Hey y'all, so welcome back to another What's for Dinner. So this first meal I'm going to be sharing with you a traditional Mexican dish called chili rellenos. And you guys, it is seriously so good. I'm not even going to lie though, it is kind of a process. So if you do have the time to make it, then that'd be awesome. But I will have all the ingredients linked down below. So first off, what you want to start off by doing is you want to roast your poblano peppers. And you're just going to put them on your comal. And if you do not have a comal, you can totally use your gas stove for this as well. Before I had the stove, I used to just put mine on the fire and just roast them that way. So you can totally do that as well. And this will take probably about 10 to 15 minutes, and you kind of do want to press on them as well just to make sure they're getting nice and roasted. So once they are done roasting, I'm just going to go ahead and pop these into my galvanized metal bowl dish here, whatever you want to call it. And we're just going to let these sweat for about 10 minutes. And so while the chilies are sweating, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on cutting up my roma tomato along with half of a large onion. I'm just going to dice these up really finely, and this is going to be a part of the filling for our chilies. And so after you got that all cut up, you just want to go ahead and throw your chopped up onions and your tomatoes and your mozzarella cheese into a small medium saucepan here, and you just want to stir it up and mix it until it's nice and melted like so. And so once your cheese is nice and melted, we're going to put that to the side and we're going to get started on peeling our poblano peppers. So here I just like to use a spoon here, and you can see it totally just peels right off. It is super easy, but you do want to be kind of gentle because you don't want to rip it or poke holes in it. And I'm telling you, it does get a little messy, so be prepared. And I'm just giving you a heads up, it does get a little bit messy, but it's so worth it, I promise you guys. And so once I was done peeling them, I'm just going to go ahead and de-seed the chili poblanos. And you guys, you can actually keep some seeds in there if you'd like, if you just want to keep it a little bit spicy. But me, for this time, I did not keep any seeds inside. I just went ahead and cleaned it all out and got all the seeds out. And what I like to do also, because sometimes it gets kind of difficult trying to take all the seeds out, I kind of just run it underwater just for like 2 seconds just to get all the excess seeds out of there. But like I said, if you do want it a little bit more spicy, just go ahead and keep some seeds in. And so after you got all of your poblano peppers de-seeded, I'm going to have my 4 tomatoes here along with my half of a large onion, and we're going to bring this to a bowl because this is going to be the sauce that I like to use when I'm making my chili rellenos. I like to put the sauce on the bottom, or you can put it on the top, or however you like it. So now here I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my chilies, and I literally just put it in like this. And I'm telling you guys, it is so much easier when you're using melted cheese. Because I find it when you're using just regular shredded cheese or any kind of cheese that's not even melted yet, it's so messy and your cheese will start falling out, and I'm telling you, it's a lot. So do it this way, and I promise you it will make it so much easier. And you can also use toothpicks for these as well if you're afraid that your cheese is going to come out, or it depends on what kind of cheese you use. If you use cheese that's not melted yet or whatever, totally use toothpicks for these as well, and it would work just as fine keeping all the cheese in there. So the next step is I'm just going to go ahead and flour these, and this is just going to help your egg whites stick to your chilies. And you want to do this process on both sides. I used to keep my cool, but when it comes to you, I always fall head first when I'm with you. So next you just want to separate your egg whites from your egg yolks. And you don't want to save your egg yolks because you're going to be putting some of that in here once our egg whites are nice and whipped. Here I'm just going to take my hand mixer and I'm just going to go in there, and this will take probably about 3 minutes because you want to get it really thick to where the egg whites does not move at all. So as you see, I'm just getting in there, I'm just blending it really nicely. And so here, as you can see, this is what you want it to look like, nice and thick. Stop playing all these games. Apologize. So next I'm going to add in my egg yolks, and I did about 3 of them. I don't like to add all of it in there because I feel like it takes away from the egg whites sticking to your poblano peppers, so I usually just put around 2 or 3 in there. And then after you mix this up lightly, you don't want to overdo it, but after you mix that up on a slow speed, you want to go ahead and throw in a little bit of flour. And to me, I just feel like it helps it stick to the poblano peppers anyways. Then I'm just gonna stir this up, then I'm gonna add some salt, stir it up a little bit more, and then we're gonna get ready and fry these bad boys. And I'm telling you guys, like, this is seriously so good. It's so cheesy and just so delicious. And I'm telling you, if you do want to try a new Mexican dish, I'm telling you, this is the one you want to try. So anyways, I've already fried a few of them up. So here I'm just showing you what I do. I just put them right on in there. You want to dip it into your egg whites. Then you want to go ahead and fry them. And you want to fry these on each side, I want to say for probably about 3 to 4 minutes. And this is what I like to do as well. I like to take a spoon. And I feel like this kind of just speeds up the cooking process when you do it this way. So next we're just going to get ready and we're going to flip them. And wait till you see how beautiful these are. Like, look how beautiful these are, you guys. And this one came out absolutely perfect. It was seriously, you guys, so bomb. And so once they're fully cooked, you guys, you just want to go ahead and strain it and just put it onto an extra plate or pan, whatever you're gonna put them on. But look how beautiful that baby is. It is seriously so bomb. Like I said, I know I tell you guys that all the time. When I'm making Mexican dishes, I'm telling you this is the Mexican dish you want to try, blah, blah, blah. You guys, I can't help it. They're all so delicious. I mean, who does not love a good Mexican dish? All right, so now I'm just gonna get started on my sauce that I like to serve with my chile rellenos. So here I'm just gonna add in my tomatoes and my large half an onion that I brought to a boil recently. And then I'm also gonna add in a big spoon of water, which you'll see here shortly. And then after that, I'm gonna be adding in a tablespoon and a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. It's the Knorr brand. And I'm just gonna bring this up to a blend, and you want to blend it out until it's nice and smooth. And also, if you don't want it as thick as I'm gonna do it, you can also lay off the water a little bit more or add more. It just depends on how you like it. Here's your time to shine, now show me what you can do. And so once your sauce is nice and blended, you want to add a little bit of oil into a nice saucepan here. Then you just want to add in your sauce, and you want to bring this to a simmer for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. And so once your sauce is done, you are ready to plate. And oh my gosh, if y'all can just smell how my house is smelling, it smelled so good. So here is my plate. I just served mine with some rice. And I did end up putting the sauce on the bottom of my chilies, but you can do it on top. It just depends on how you like it. So on this particular night, I decided to make some chili because it's fall, you guys, and it's getting chilly outside, so why not? So here's the ingredients. I will have everything linked down below. Here I just have about 2 pounds of ground beef here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go in there and break this meat up really finely. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like big old chunks of meat, so I like it really finely. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to break this up, and then I'm gonna get ready and add in my bell peppers and my onions. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it up really nicely. Then I'm gonna get ready and add in my seasonings. And so once it's starting to get browned up, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my seasonings. I'm gonna add in my cumin, my garlic powder, along with my chili powder and salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up very nicely. And I'm gonna pop the lid on this, and I'm just gonna let it simmer for about 5 minutes. And so after about 5 minutes, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this a good mix, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour in my beef broth along with my large can of tomato juice. Now you guys, I know a lot of people do not use tomato juice, but I was grown up learning to make it this way. This is how my mama always made it, so it kind of just stuck with me. But you guys, I'm telling you, if you don't want to use tomato juice, you don't have to, but I like to. I feel like it gives it a really nice flavor. And I like my chili kind of soupy in a way a little bit, I want to say, so that's why I have a lot of juice in there. But like I said, it's my chili, and that's how I like to make it and how I was raised making it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in my beans. And I'm gonna add in my diced tomatoes and all that goodness, you guys. And it does look like a lot of chili. That's because I am a family of 9 here. So I always have to make sure I make plenty, and plus there's leftovers for lunches and all that stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but my kids love chili. And so after about 45 minutes to an hour, it should be done, and this is what it's going to look like, you guys. It is seriously so good. And if you guys can just smell this, I mean, who doesn't love a nice bowl of chili on a fall evening? Like I said earlier, it is seriously so good. So here's my plate. I just have some sour cream. I like to add in shredded cheese. You can use whatever kind you'd like. And I also like to serve this with oyster crackers as well. And thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Control.